Welcome Mariner. Today, we diving deep topic Man Overboard Mob, Vanuivers 4 Rescue, Delayed Action Task 1. Make a roleplay script both deck and engine each in every questions, in 50 main questions. Listen carefully the video script Task 2. Make 25 multiple choice questions and answer each in every questions in 50 main questions. Listen carefully the video script. Task 3. Make a rubric assessment guide, each in every roleplay script with a line to SDCW, SOLAS, MARPL, MLC, ISM, ILO, AMSA, WHO, OSHA, IMO. Listen carefully the video script 1. Why is a delayed action mob considered more dangerous than an immediate mob response? 2. What factors contribute to the exact casualty position being uncertain during a delayed MOB? 3. Why is time-critical detection essential for increasing survival probability in delayed mob cases? 4. How does a passenger remaining unaccounted for several hours complicate rescue procedures? 5. Why are nighttime and rough weather conditions major contributors to unnoticed mob incidents? 6. How does late discovery affect the size and complexity of the search area? 7. Why does delayed mob usually require external SAR units compared to immediate mob scenarios? 8. How does the vessel's speed and distance traveled after the casualty fell worsen the situation? 9. Why is drift estimation critical in delayed mob rescue planning? 10. What makes delayed mob operations heavily dependent on SAR coordination? 11. How does time spent in water influence casualty survival during delayed mob? 12. Why is the presence or absence of a life jacket a major determining factor in delayed mob survivability? 13. How do currents, wind, and waves contribute to the drifting of the casualty? 14. Why is estimating the last seen position, LSP, often difficult in delayed mob? 15. How does vessel distance from the casualty at discovery complicate rescue attempts? 16. Why must officers understand SAR drift models such as ASCA or SAROPS? 17. Why is visibility day versus night more significant in delayed mob compared to immediate situations? 18. Why is external SAR support often essential when uncertainty in position exceeds several nautical miles? 19. Why must the alarm specifically state man overboard? Delayed discovery. 20. What is the importance of fixing the last known position, LKP, immediately after discovery? 21. Why is marking the mob location on the chart, ECDIS, essential even if the position is uncertain? 22. How does plotting drift vectors help narrow down the casualty's possible location? 23. Why must a PAN or Mayday be transmitted depending on the severity of the situation? 24. Why is notifying the MSCC a mandatory requirement in delayed mob cases? 25. Why must the ship prepare for SAR maneuvers even before reaching the LKP? 26. Why is retracing the vessel's course not always sufficient in delayed mob? 27. How does accurately estimating the time of the fall affect the success of search efforts? 28. Why is the Williamson turn still useful if the delayed mob is discovered shortly after the incident? 29. How does the Charnot turn position the ship more efficiently for a long-distance reversal? 30. Why are search patterns preferred over standard mob turns when the delay exceeds 15 to 30 minutes? 31. What factors determine whether an expanding square search is more appropriate than a sector search? 32. Why is the parallel track search pattern ideal when multiple SAR units are involved? 33. Why is shoreline search necessary when drift suggests the casualty may have moved toward land? 34. Why is the expanding square search SS ideal when the casualty's LKP is approximate? 35. How does the sector search VS help focus on a smaller, more defined area? 36. Why is the parallel track search the most efficient for large search areas? 37. How does the vessel's speed impact the accuracy of search pattern coverage? 38. Why must search pattern legs be adjusted for a strong currents and wind? 39. Why must the bridge maintain continuous plotting of search progress during SAR operations? 40. Why may the vessel be designated as On-Scene Coordinator OSC by MRCC? 41. Why must communication be maintained continuously on VHF Channel 16 during SAR? 42. How do flares and smoke buoys assist rescue helicopters or SAR vessels? 43. Why is leeward side recovery even more critical in delayed MOB compared to immediate MOB? 44. Why must the medical team be prepared specifically for hypothermia and prolonged immersion trauma? 45. Why must the search be suspended only after MRCC authorization? 46. Why must MOB drills include delayed action scenarios as required by SOLAS 3? 19. 47. Why are unannounced dummy release exercises effective in testing crew readiness? 48. Why must officers demonstrate competence in drift calculation and SAR search planning during drills? 49. Why must delayed MOB procedures be included in the vessel's ISM code safety management system? 50. How do MLC, ILO, and OSHA standards help prevent undetected MOB incidents through PPE, monitoring, and workplace safety requirements? If you like this video, please hit button below for more upload videos. Thank you and safe sailing and fair winds.